Okay, so it's much later. It's a little bit darker. I guess maybe the camera doesn't tell you how dark it is, but it's a little bit darker. So we're gonna bring the car inside and we're gonna work on another system. I don't think I released a video either yesterday or maybe for a couple of days, and there's a reason behind that. So the LOFD is at a point where we're just waiting on parts and services. So mostly like stuff like a welder, we need somebody to, you know, weld some pieces on, some AN fittings, and we're also going to go with, basically we ordered a whole lot of stuff and we're waiting on that right now. So what we're gonna do instead is go ahead and start the disassembly process, because we're gonna end up cleaning the engine. That's an airplane. Whatever. We're gonna end up deep cleaning everything and really getting this engine bay looking good. But first we do have to work on that power steering.
I'm a rock star with a I'm a hot shot with a I'm a pop up in these cars and these things that I don't got now. I don't know the words, but this song is fucking fire.
Oh, cool. Unless you roll the window down and just climb out the window.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
You know, it'd probably be easier for me to move these tires. I could just do that.
Help! 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 Help!
Remind me tomorrow we gotta take these to Phoenix to give to Chris, the welding guy. Yeah, for BMWs. My doctor's probably gonna see me lifting this tire and be like, oh, hell no. Hey. Go ahead. So this car literally leaves stains everywhere you park it. Like here, like here, like here. Like here, and like here. A big contributor to that is the power steering system. The lines are dumb. The engine bay is disgusting. So what we're gonna do is redesign everything to kind of be AN, and we're also going to include a oil cooler style cooler instead of the factory S cooler. We're gonna delete all that and just kind of free up some space and make this a lot cleaner and a lot less messy. Okay, so this is kind of what we got. We have an aftermarket reservoir kind of tucked right back here. Right there we have a line that goes straight to the pump that just has like a double, you know, worm clamp on it. I don't know what that's about. Then we have a line back here that goes to the power steering cooler and pretty much back and into the rack. So our plan is to, one, get rid of this, move it somewhere a little more accessible and use a different cap. We'll get rid of this, the S lines you see there, and basically we'll put a cooler probably behind the cooler that's in here. So pretty much all of our power steering stuff will be located on this side of the engine. That's the goal anyway. But before we do that, we've got a lot of stuff to take out. So we're gonna start with the charge pipes. Okay, so now you kind of have a better idea of what we're looking at with the intercooler out. This radiator is hella crooked. I don't know if you could tell, but this side is, yeah, lower than that side. It's just crooked. Maybe we can redo the tabs there. But pretty much everything under here is leaking. So we're not gonna be able to show you step by step on what we're doing, but basically we're gonna start by disconnecting. This right here is gonna be our cooler. We're going to disconnect all the lines from this and pull this out and then disconnect those lines. The plan is to then put a cooler on this side of the car or somewhere right here. We'll just have to see kind of how the lines lay out, how everything ends up going, but that's what's next. So like I said, it's gonna be incredibly difficult to film this. Basically, all we've done so far is pretty much the feed line that goes into the cooler and the line that goes into the rack. We've gone ahead and disassembled that entire cooler system, and it is right here. This whole thing is gonna get deleted and replaced with something like this. So that way we can still go AN fittings. This is probably a lot higher capacity than that, and it's probably pretty efficient at cooling. This cooler came from Pettit Racing. It's actually an oil cooler, but according to the Porsche forums, a fluid cooler is a fluid cooler, and I don't think we'll have pressure issues. If we will, go ahead and let us know now. By the time you let us know, we already did it. So we'll see how this ends up working. We'll get some lines made and go from there. So our next move is to remove the reservoir here. It looks like Angel Motorsports just put it on with a hose clamp, which, I mean, whatever. But that should make life easier for us to pull that off, and then we'll attack these lines in the back, and we'll have those professionally made to make sure they don't end up leaking on us. Okay. So now we gotta take off the bumper, which from what we understand is them two tins right there. There's like a rivet over there, these two tins, and the same thing on this side. But brother, we gotta show you something. So not only did the Vargas Brothers charge my man for a belt and not replace the belt, but the belt has also been rubbing against the engine harness. The engine harness, because they had the way they had the cables routed for the power steering, I guess, was putting undue pressure. When we removed the power steering, we thought that butt connector was the worst of our wiring problems, but boy, howdy, is there a lot of stuff under here unplugged. So we're gonna show you guys some things. And if you know what it is, please tell us. So we got this connector that's unplugged. We've got this connector, which is also unplugged. Let me give you a better look at kind of what it goes to. Oh, that hurts a little bit. So they're part of this harness here. They just kind of come off. Yeah, I'm at a loss. Was there another one under here? Oh,
there's this disconnect, this cut wire right there.
There's this one that's also unplugged. What else? There's this. This appears to be a cut wire. I don't know if they went together, but they're both kind of cut. This guy is just kind of floating around. I don't really like it there, but it's not bothering anything. And Travis was correct. I think we got a banjo bolt issue on this one. When we come over on this side, we've got this guy missing, and we've got this guy missing. Here's the part of the harness they come out of, if you know what that goes to. And the best part of all this is, brother. Yeah, there's just some butt naked ass wires out, so we're gonna re-loom that, but we don't know what any of that goes to. So we're just gonna loom that, close it up, try to get this bumper off. Brother, I don't know what that is either. But there's just a whole bunch of questionable wiring stuff that we just uncovered. So like I said, the uploads may slow down because each easy job turns into not an easy job because we uncover some more chewed up grass. So yeah, let's see what's next.
So for removing the bumper, there's the two set up here on the crash bar up front, and then there's three
I can see
down here by the headlight.
Kinda.
Here, I'll pull out my flashlight. There's one right here directly behind the flashlight, and then there's two. There's a little well right here attached to the frame, as well as on the back side down here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. There's a little rivet spot right here.
Yep.
And then after all those are done, should pop right off.
All right, by the way, Giffy's joined us. Moment of truth.
There we go. I just gotta unplug the lights.
You need a hand? Yeah, I'll hold you.
Should just slide it off, right?
Twist counterclockwise. Yep. And then for these two. And then now. Cool. Most excellent. You should put that in the house so it doesn't get scratched. And then I'll explain the rest. Okay, so we've got the bumper off. Car looks pretty good, to be honest, I think, in my opinion. Ooh, that's not good. In my opinion, the V-mount is quite crooked, so once we could drive the car to Phoenix, we'll probably see if Velocity Race Fab can fix that, which looks like it'd be pretty easy, you know, just a couple of brackets. Those brackets look hastily put on, so we'll probably have him remove the brackets and then evenly space these, because she's 3 fingers thick and this one's about a pinky thick. So we'll bring it all over just so, you know, aesthetically it's a little bit better, which would probably mean we have to now change that, and we have to now change that. But luckily I support Velocity Race Fab a lot, and I don't mind paying for his services because it's top notch. Okay, so we've drained the radiator. We're getting the water neck off to take to Velocity Race Fab, and all is well in RX-7 land. So we're kind of past the point of every video being, you know, we replaced this with that, because now we're getting into more serious things. Now we're making the car really good. So this is where we're gonna have to end it. And I'm sorry if you don't like that, just kind of get used to it. We're just gonna have to keep ending the videos unfinished until we get things done. So we're gonna take this off, take it to Phoenix. I probably said that like 10 times, but the car is gonna be great. It's gonna be worth it. I hope you guys are enjoying the work we're doing so far. That's pretty much all I got. Bye.
A rock star with them fans on the fruity, got the opportunities, and she all up on me now.